Good afternoon and welcome to the brief at 30 for the Newsfirst team. I'm Ditmini De Silva. In local news, Minister of Education Susil Premajantha clarified matters in Parliament today on student monks attached to the Buddhist and Pali University in Pitipana Homagama forcibly entering the Education Ministry premises.
The controlling body has taken measures to open the university from Monday. The controlling body suspended 34 students due to various reasons. The body also presented a program to release the students from suspension and take more lenient action based on their discipline. And the Teachers Association was also involved in this. We were going to call the teachers of the Buddhist monks studying at the university and parents of the other students and hold a Pirit chanting ceremony and reopen tomorrow. This is a Buddhist and Pali university and the name must be remembered. All preparations were in place when this happened yesterday. I was due to hold conventions with 2 trade unions and the unions were aware of it. There were no police officers, there were only security guards at the gate. Work related to 4.1 million students is done at the ministry. Work related to 4.1 million students is done at the Education Ministry. University related work is done at Ward Place. They've got the place wrong. The Buddhist monks studying at the university jumped over a wall that was over 6 feet. One of their robes got entangled on the wall and they ran out with it. Who is insulting Buddhism? The people of this country must understand this. What happened yesterday? This group of over 50 entered the premises forcibly and came up to the 3rd floor where I was and protested and caused damage to property. I will not speak of that now because it is a matter in court. At the time, the transfer board was at a meeting on the upper floor and they had recorded this incident. 2 members of the transfer board were arrested to question them regarding the videos. The trade union leaders called me when they heard of this and I spoke to the DIG and I intervened to release them by 11 last night. I fulfilled my duty as the subject minister because they arrived at the meeting to represent the trade unions. If I didn't do that, then they will be charged with trespassing. And damaging public property and possibly obstructing police officers from carrying out their duties.
Members of the transfer board were on duty under the Education Secretary and if they recorded it, police should have obtained permission from the Education Secretary to go there. If the state officials did something wrong, you can conduct a disciplinary inquiry through the Education Secretary. 2 incidents happened here. I'm talking about the one that happened at the transfer board.
ඒක ගැන නෙවෙයි මං කිව්වේ මෙතන ගුරුවරු කියන පිරිස තමන්ගේ නම්බුව රැකගෙන ඉන්න පිරිසක් ඉන්නවා.
In news overseas, a US billionaire financier who helped pioneer the debt-fueled corporate acquisition known as a leveraged buyout has been found dead. In a statement, Thomas Edgley's family said they were extremely saddened by the 78-year-old's death. The New York Post reported that he died from a self-inflicted gunshot wound at his Manhattan office. The NYPD told the BBC an unnamed 78-year-old man had been found dead on Thursday morning at 767 Fifth Avenue. The address is where the officers of Thomas Edgley Capital LLC are listed. According to Forbes, Lee was worth $2 billion at his time of death. And in sports, Red Bull's Max Verstappen set the pace on the first day of Formula One pre-season testing in Bahrain. The world champion, top of the timesheets for most of the day, ended it 0.029 seconds quicker than Aston Martin's Fernando Alonso. Ferrari's Carlos Sainz and Charles Leclerc were 3rd and 4th fastest, ahead of McLaren's Lando Norris and Mercedes driver Lewis Hamilton. Williams' Alex Albon was 7th, ahead of Alfa Romeo's Zhou Guanyu. Pre-season testing lap times are notoriously poor indicators of form for the year ahead because teams do not reveal the specification in which they run their cars and fuel loads. Engine modes and other factors can have a dramatic effect on performance. Nevertheless, Red Bull looked impressive throughout the day as the cars took to the track for the first time this year. That's all the news for this hour. Join us again at 2:30 for more of the very latest.